We've had a little chat here. Hi, Linda. Hi, Anita. Hi, Helen. Hi, Dorothy. Hey, Cindy. Or Mima's Beads, as everybody knows her by. But we know she's Cindy. Though we have so many Cindys and Cynthias, we get ourselves all mixed up, don't we? Excuse me, I have a bit of a runny nose this morning. If you're going to ask me if I'm catching cold, no. I have allergies, and it's been a little bit, Hey, Kimberly. Hi, Sid. Excuse me for doing that. I don't really like doing that on camera, but I don't suppose you really want to watch my nose run either. So, hey, Beth. So we're probably not going to make anything unless we do something really simple. The reason why is, well, number one, I haven't designed anything, and I got a whole big order from Beadbox Bargains. So I figured we'd look at that. And actually, I was going to bring one of my boxes over here to put charms in, because some of these are new charms. Some of them I have, some already have some like them. And so I figured I'd put the charms away in their boxes anyway. So I'm going to go get a box. I'll be right back. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Cindy. Hey, Marianne. Hi. Hi, Mary. Oh, that's excellent, Mary. I hope that gas line is finished today, because a hot shower is just, the best. Especially if you haven't had one for a while. And it's cold. This box. And not that one. Not that one. Okay, got some of the boxes. I put my pendants and my charms in. Pendants, whatever you want to call them. It's funny because Beadbox Bargain sometimes calls them findings and sometimes calls them pendants, though technically. Let's see what we got, what I missed when I went and got my boxes. Oh, goodness. Well, I can't find anything anyway. I'm like, I know I have some of that. Where the heck is it at? But it could be anywhere, because I have a pile of stuff over on this side of me. I've got some though these boxes are easier to look through that's on this side because they are boxed. But I'm not, so I do have to sometimes go through every one of them. But at least I know over there, I can easily find what I have. Over here is another story altogether, because I just have piles and piles of stuff, and I keep telling myself, you've got to get some more boxes and box stuff up so that you can at least look at the boxes instead of having to dig through everything. I'm but the classes I'm going to do, Marianne, are in March. So it's about not quite a month now. March 11th, I think, is the day I'm supposed to be doing them. And it's going to be like 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. I could have done any elementary age group, but I was sort of like, I don't want too young. We're going to be playing with tools, and one of those tools is flesh cutters, and I don't want little guys to have flesh cutters. Oh, thank you. I do have somewhere in my repertoire making, not this pair. I have another pair that's a different color, but this is true, Mary. Mine is the same way. As far as these earrings are concerned, they're fun to make. And I definitely, like I said, I do have a video somewhere on making a different pair, not this pair. But they're just like these, except for different colors and stuff. But to make these, you need a really large hole bead. See the hole on that bead? And a hole that large is really hard to find, because even large hole beads are frequently not that big of a large hole. So when I find some that are really big like this, I tend to set them aside in case I want to make some more earrings like these, because they are pretty cool to make. But come on, earring, go back on. There we go. So, hey, Tina. Hi, Priscilla. To do things for the kids, what am I in need of? Just normally some beads and some, I just give them the regular, hi, Cynthia, ear wires, because I'll probably make earrings, unless they'd rather make stretch bracelets. I'm going to give them the option. And I do have a big thing of elasticity, though. I do have some other ones that's other types of elasticity and stretch magic. So, I'll just use one of those. And but mainly just beads. And I have tons. Though I tend to get my pull my less expensive ones out, because if they're going to dink around, I don't want them to be using expensive ones. Usually I just get my cheaper glass ones for them. Yeah, organizing is a chore, especially if you haven't done it for a long time, and I haven't, and I have beads everywhere. And the boxes that I used to always keep my beads in, here, I'll find, it's got one right here. So like this, it's got 4 dividers in it. These dividers can come out, so I won't put my tinier beads in here, because they sometimes pull up and then they slip through, which is irritating as all heck. If I know I'm going to keep a specific size in here, I'll pull the dividers out. I'll pull, like, I've got one that I got lots of the beads because they're bigger, so I pulled one divider out, and so they've got 2 slots for that. And if I know I'm going to keep the same style in the case always, I sometimes will glue the thing down so I can't move it. It can't move around. But I can't find these anymore. I went to get some the other day and they didn't have any. I get those at Walmart generally, but they didn't have any left. Not in the regular bead stuff or in the fishing gear. So I was like real disappointed in that. But it is what it is. So I probably will maybe start getting some more like this for my beads. These are the ones I use for my charms. They've got 12 divider pieces in them, and it's really nice. These, I don't think these dividers move. Pretty sure they don't. And so they're real good for my charms. Though, frankly, they could go 2 smaller boxes. The charms could, because I don't have tons of them like the other stuff, and I could put beads in these too, so we'll see. Always rearranging. Which ones? The ones from Walmart? These? Like this? They got 4 divider pieces in there. But the last 3 times I've looked, they haven't had them anymore. These are the ones you use, Deborah? And I've liked these. Hey, PK. So, excuse me. Like I said, the last few times I've looked, they haven't had them, which was disappointing. But they did have these, which has been really nice for my charms and things. So I'm thinking of, or these are the ones you're talking about. These ones I did get at Walmart, and these are the ones I've been using for my charms lately. So these head pins wouldn't fit in these. The slots aren't big enough. But I have ordered some for Temu that I think my head pins would go into, and I'm sort of excited for those to come because my head pins are a mess. They're all I've got them over here in a pile, but they're all in their baggies and they're all stacked everywhere, and so I end up having to dig through them to find the ones I want. But oh no. Oh, PK. I'm so sorry to hear that Steve broke his wrist. Yeah, they do need to be wrapped up in bubble wrap, don't they? Apparently so. And a lot of us have Steves. Oh, in the 4-compartment ones? Yeah. Actually, I have my older head pins, and I think I have some more of these cases somewhere, because I used to keep my beads in them, and then I switched them to these other style, because for one thing, I have cabinets, and those ones fit in my cabinets as a 2 stack, and then a whole bunch will fit pretty well. But I have them like this, which has my old head pins in them. And I should actually just find some of these, because as you can see, these are 3-inch pins right here, and they'll fit in here. I have ordered some from both Amazon and Temu thinking, oh, those are cool. There's got lots of nice dividers in them. And they come and they're tiny, like so. And I'm like, those are too small. But it actually might work better for if I switch my charms, since I don't have a ton in the boxes like this, I could switch my charms that I don't have a lot of into those style, and then use these ones for beads, because as you can see, they're pretty good sized slots in here. So I might do that. Who knows? And then I could just stack these up on my desk and, or, you know, somewhere instead of just having them wherever, which is where everything is right now, wherever. Oh no. Oh no, Heather. I hope he's all right. Oh dear. Jeez. I'm fairly fond of my Steve too, Heather. So yeah. Oh, this is true. It is embedded with the, and I ordered some more, and I'm hoping that they are larger, because I did read the description. I even took my tape measure out and was going, well, how big is that by that? You know. So I'm hoping that the next order I got is better. So lots of fun stuff. So anyway, let's turn down. And we will look at my order, and as we find the ones I want to go in the boxes, we will put them in there. So it's a pretty good sized order, but there's multiples in here, so it will, you know, not as many as there could be. Guess what? There's more spacers in here. Yes, PK. Mary did mention that they might finish her gas line today. That's very exciting. I can't wait to. I hope she gets it so that she can have a shower today and heat. Heat is always good too, especially at this time of the year. You know, if it was dead of summer, who would care, right? You know, dead of summer, we don't care if there's heat. I mean, we're not using it anyway, generally. Morning, Gloria. But yeah, that's an issue, isn't it? So anyway, let's turn down. We'll look at some of these things that we got here in my order. And this is this order, I did get the Valentine's bag in. Yeah, that's true, Marianne. There is no way I have an order without spacers in. Oh, you got a definite point there. So one thing in here was my Valentine's bag, because I did do the order to get the Valentine's bag. So what they say, 1 pendant, 1 finding, check glass, and gemstones. So I have crystals, gemstones, pendants. My metal piece that they sent was toggles, which I really couldn't care less about, because I don't use them. You know, I used to always use toggles for all my necklaces and most of my bracelets, but I'm very picky with my toggles. I want them to have a bow in the bar so that it wraps around. That's very true, Gloria. They do. And so I do get stuff from Temu. I actually just got an order from them not too long ago. I just didn't go through it. Don't know why I didn't go through it. It was pretty it was mostly spacers. Maybe that's why. Temu has great prices on spacers. But when you do order through Temu, you have to be careful of even of your spacers, because I like all metal spacers, right? And they've got some that they call, I think it's CCB or something like that. So you got to watch it, because, hi, Renee. So your Valentine's bag didn't match at all. That's bummer. So you have to read the description. That's very true. That's true also, Gloria. It is addictive because they have everything under the sun there. I just ordered some, in our day we used to call them palazzo pants, the baggy, legs and stuff, and they have really pretty designs on them. And I have one pair already that I really like, though they're a little long. I should hem them up instead of letting them drag around. You purchased a 5-foot jewelry display from Temu, Gloria? Huh. Now, I keep hearing that, Dorothy. Temu's dangerous. I have never had a problem with Temu. And in fact, the things I'm hearing people say about Temu right now are the things they used to say about eBay back in the day. And I never had a problem with eBay either, so. So, oh, not in a negative way. You should say addictive. Yes, that's true. And I have to not get on their page unless I'm after something, or like I'm getting low on spacers. I'll go after spacers. Like I said, though, you have to watch, because, like I said, when I'm ordering spacers, I watch, because, like, especially the washer spacers, because sometimes you have to watch them and make sure they say steel or metal or something, because a lot of times they have what they call the CCB, in which it's a coating, a plastic coating, or a metal coating that over plastic, so they're not truly metal. And that's one thing I always watch for, because I like my spacers to be metal. So there's that. So I have never not liked the quality of the things I've got. I sat and debated about the first Bargain Beadbox, or Beadbox Bargains companion bundle for the new one, of Floral Fantasy, because I hadn't gotten my Floral Fantasy at that time, and I was like, I don't know, do I want it or not? And then by the time I decided that, yeah, I probably did, it was sold out. So, so I will probably. That's true, Sid. I always use PayPal with Temu too. It's actually attached to my goes through PayPal to my my business credit card, which sometimes doesn't have anything on it. So it's like, oh yeah, try that. You're not going to get anything if anybody tries to play anything. But So anyway, let's turn down and look at this order. Here we go, guys. Come on, switch. Okay, there we go. Like I said, big order. This is my Valentine's Day. Let's put this sort of aside here for a second. This is my Valentine's bag, and it's the last thing on the list, so it's not going to show up for a while. So we'll just dump this out, and I'll show you what we got here. And my gemstone is some Crazy Lace Nugget, some blue Crazy Lace Nugget. Most of these things are little again, but that's all right. This one's weird. Look at that. It's got a hole in the middle of it right there. You can see the string. But then, since I always use Soft Flex, it doesn't matter because you'll see that string. So this one's weird too. Look at this. That's a bizarre bead. Of course, like I say, these are nuggets. So, you know, they just tumble them and take little chunks and tumble them and then put a hole in them. So they didn't need this big of a bag for these gemstones. And my metal is the toggles, which, like I say, I'll probably use for earrings, which is what I usually do with toggles. This style anyway, like I said, when I use ones of my own, I like them to have a bow in the bar so that they, you know, when you draw a bird, let me see if I can find my pencil. You know, when you're drawing a bird and you just do like that, that's how I like my my toggle bar to be, so that when it comes down, it's sort of snugging the bar and snugs around the circle instead of being straight. The problem with it being straight is that if it slides to the side, it can come out easier with that though this is a long bar, so that wouldn't come out as easily. But with the wave in it, it holds it, you know, it holds it in that one place to keep it from rolling around so much. So next is these. This is crystals. I think that they had 3 bags of beads. One was glass, one was gemstones, and the other one was one or the other. So this one is crystals. They're a really pretty light blue with the AB coating on them. So these are a pretty crystal. In you go. Come on. Of course, there's no pricing on these since they came in a bag. So if I want any kind of pricing, I'm going to have to look that up. Next is some check glass. I think these are check glass. They might be Chinese, but they're a faceted 8mm bead that's dark blue with silver speckles all over it. So, and lastly is my pendant, which is looks to be a stone. That it might not be a stone. It could be a hunk of glass, but it's had a drill hole put in the top, and then had the little screw screwed inside it, and then a bail on that, which of course is the old style of bail, which I don't like because, see, I can push this down. I'll take it off, of course, but it's just a white stone. It looks like milk glass, but it could be, and it probably is. Come on, Rose, brain, connect. Crap, opalite. So that's my pendant. So So with this bag, I'll probably make a nice delicate necklace again, like I have from the last couple of bags I've gotten for these little special bags. So that's my Valentine's bag. Yeah, I should be on a no-spin diet because I'm supposed to be saving for that new tripod. And every time I think, okay, I've got almost enough, then then I have another bill. Or, I order more beads. Or well, actually I've paid for a couple of shows coming up this summer too. So hey Rosemary. It's like $150, but it's a one that goes on either side of your desk, the legs do, and it goes up into a bar and then it holds your camera. It's one that Randy told me she uses for her filming, and I thought that might be better for hopefully it will be better for this kind of stuff. So we'll see. But, like I said, every time. You don't get your gas until tomorrow? Well, that sucks. But at least the gas line's fixed. Excellent, excellent. That's good. I'm glad to hear it, Mary. Even if they aren't going to turn the gas back on until tomorrow. Hooey on that, huh? So we have a whole ton of things here. And I think we'll see. I see a crystal right there, and I know the very first one it's this one. That's good. So, how do I want to do this? Because I don't really want to dump them all out and because there's a ton of stuff here. So we don't want to make a mess. I thought I had another baggie here that I could dump things into, but maybe not. I've emptied enough out, you'd think I would, but I'm not seeing one. Well, we'll see what we decide to do. So anyway, this is the first one. It's a 4x3 crystal fasted rondelle in crystal AB. Ooh, look at the flash on that. Wow, that's pretty. So I do love a crystal. And I really like clear crystal ones. So there's the first. Next one says it's a crystal 2 bicones. Not sure how easy we're going to find these things. Well, this one's number 3, so I'll find it. I can find it right now, so we'll just grab it. Number 3 is those beautiful English cut crystals that were in they're in a knot. That were in the Glacier Glimmer box, and I just so love these. So this is probably about the 3rd strand of these I've got, but want to have plenty. It's one of those addictive things. Let's see. Oh, I think I found my other crystal here. Yeah. This is those 5mm crystals, bicones that are crystal with the AB. I got some more of those. I used some of these in something the other day, so I had to have some more. So, and they were 99 cents before the discount. The original ones I showed you were $1.09 before the discount, and the ones from Glacier Glimmer, the English cuts, were $2.29. So, the next few are calling for, is this you? It is. So this is Czech Fire Polished 8mm in Violet Opal. Aren't those pretty? I love this color. And those were $1.69 for, there's 16 of them in here. 16 isn't going to last long unless I start using them, though. Oh, well, Rosemary, it was good seeing you. Yes, the AB coatings are beautiful. I love English cuts too. They are very pretty. So let's see, what is next on my list, which I probably won't be able to find. Well, this isn't this one. It's this very bottom one down here, but we'll get it anyway. This is a 12 pieces of 11 by 8mm Czech Fire Polished faceted oval beads in Alexandrite. Another one of those really pretty purples. I love this really lavendery, lilac-y purple. It's so pretty. Oh, this one's right here. 6,995. 12 pieces of 8mm Czech Fire Polished Peachy Pink bicone beads. Now, I got some of these in one of my kits the other day, and I was trying to find them, and I couldn't find them on the website, but here they are, right here. I'm going to get one of my trays out. Let it out, Pete. There we go. So, they're pretty bicone. Most of these beads I'm looking for are down in the bottom of my package here because I put the price on them. Oh, I didn't tell you the price of those, did I? They have such good prices on their stuff. These ones were $1.09 before the discount. And I'm pretty sure this is this next one here because they're Montana Blues. Yep. These are 10 pieces of 14 by 8 Czech pressed glass wavy oval beads in Montana Blue. Aren't those pretty? So there's some really pretty, I like these. Yeah, purple beads are hard to find. And so whenever I see them, I'm like, ooh, look, purple. And I just dropped a package on the floor. Nothing new about that, right? I'm always dropping stuff. So we already looked at this. Oh, this is the, I think this is this. Yep, it is. 16 pieces of 8mm pressed Czech glass Druck round beads in jet and purple iris. I used some of these the other day in something. Oh, the bookmark with the North Star at the bottom. And I thought, you know, those are really pretty. I think I need to get some more of those. So I did. Next one says it's a bead cap, a textured domed bead cap. That's probably this guy. It is. Now I put my bead caps in with my spacers in those tubes that I get. So this is a gold one. I don't know if I've gotten this one before. It's a very pretty one. And if I haven't, well, then I've got another test tube going to get filled. Okay, the next one is, I've gotten these numerous times because I like them and they're great for my Celtic shows. So here is the Celtic cross. Well, it's Celtic knot pendant. This one actually I think is the one they call a shield. So it's a pretty piece. So I've gotten a few of those because they have them in not only this antique silver, but they have them in bronze as well. So which is nice to have a variety. Twinkling star charms. Okay, that's one that's in my box over here. So we will get this one into its box with the others. Oh, those are 69 cents for these, by the way. This is what they call the Twinkling Star Charm. They're $3.49 for the pair. I used these in something the other day too. I think it was earrings. But these are $3.49 for the pair, which means they're $1. And they're $1.75 a piece normally for each one. And I always, when I put them in here, well, I've got it listed as $1.70 a piece. Were they a different price at one point? Come on, baby. Let's flip you over. No, I just priced it a bit off, but that's all right. It's close enough. So then they'll go into here with their buddies. So I always price them as a single thing, even if they come as two, because, well, you don't always use just one. I mean, you don't always use both of them. Sometimes you just use one. So next is, now I know I don't have a place for these because these are like the ones I used for Randy's necklace. This is the butterfly, but I'm not seeing the butterfly right now, so it may get skipped over for the time being. I'm not seeing it down there in the bottom. It's funny because I would have swore I just saw it a moment ago. Here's my card. Oh, my free gift is a magnetic clasp. One of the ones with the, I think they call this the iris or peacock or whatever, but frankly I call it oil slick because it just looks like when you drop oil on and get it wet. No, the peachy pink is not champagne. It's more of a, like, if we're gonna call it a color like for wine, it's more like a rosé. So, but it's pretty. So we got that. I noticed those pop in, Heather. I appreciate it. English cut is one of my favorites too. And I like Montana blue as well. But then I'm from Montana, so I always think that Montana blue needs to come back to Montana. The North Star charm is really pretty. I got the, or are you meaning this little one here? The one with the crystals in it? I'm not sure. Did they call this a North Star charm? I can't remember. They called it a twinkling star. And it is very pretty. It's the one in this corner right here. Now, come back here, you. Now, it's funny because when I get these, some of them, the star, the bigger star is pretty flat, and the other times it's bowed. Like I see it's bowed. This one's bowed. But it is really pretty. Sometimes when they're bowed this much, I try and straighten them some, but I don't want to break the crystals, so I have to be really careful when I do that. But it is a really pretty piece. So, oh yes, we were looking for the butterflies before I got distracted by the, oh, here they are right here. These are like the ones I put over the top of the big amethyst butterfly that I made for Randy the other day. So there's 2 of these. I know they don't have their own slot, so we'll have to give them a slot. So, such a pretty little piece, isn't it? Little, but I really liked it. So when I noticed they still had some, or had some back, because when I first checked, they didn't have any more. And I was like, oh, well, I guess you're not getting any more of those. But then they did have them come back. So that was good. So there are 2 of these little butterflies. They're $2.69 a piece. Since I know they don't have a slot, we're going to put them in here. Give them a slot here. And I'm going to pull this paper off because Beadbox Bargains are wonderful and use removable stickers. And then we'll drop this in here so I know what its finding number is when if I want to get some more. And since they're $2.69, I will take my Sharpie and write right here, $2.69. Oh, this isn't a black Sharpie, but it works still. And that helps when I make stuff. I know exactly how much it's going to cost me when I price it. So there's the butterfly. Star pendant with a glass galaxy center. Oh, I have some more of these, but I'm not sure they're in this box. They might be in a different one. This guy here, he's really pretty. So I got one more. Why they still had them. His price isn't on him. That's bizarre. His price is $2.29 for him. He needs his price. $2.29. So he's really pretty, but I don't think that this box is the one where he's at. No, it's not. So I'll find the box he's at later and put him in the box with his stuff. So I had another one of him, so I know there's another one in another box. So let's see. Now we're at 2 pieces of flower pendants in Rosaline, and I can see them. They're right here. These are $2.99 for the 2 of them, which means they're $1.50 a piece. And they're like a little flower. They even have the pretty little middle. Let's see if you can see those. They're pink, so they're sort of just meld into my skin tone there. So I'm not sure if they're in here or not. No, I don't think that's them. Nope, I know I have some more of these. I'm fairly positive. I have them in this pink color, and I think they came in a blue or purple or something like that as well. So we'll put those away later as well. Now we're getting into my crystal and brass heart charms. And there is a number, they come as a number of different colors. So, and I ordered multiples of these because I thought, oh, those are really pretty. And there's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 5 different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, we've got one more still in here. Oh, there they are. Now, they're really not that different of a color, though they say they're a different color. Like I said, I got multiples of these, so they're $1.99 for a pair. So they're $1 a piece. But let's see, this one, 4281, is deep rose opal with AB and gold. So it's got a gold frame. See how pretty those are? See if I can get them closer to you. Where did I do with my tray? There it is. So, but see how the back, how it's got a coating on the back? That is what is causing the slightly different coloration, because it does have a slightly different color. Let's see if I can get these under the light a little better. But I loved these. These were so pretty. When am I going to use them all? Oh, yes, that star on my bookmark was very pretty. I got that one from Sam's Beads, and they were pretty spendy. I think it was $4.25 for 2 of them, but dang, they're pretty. I agree, PK. They should be more of a deeper sapphire blue, since they're from Montana. Bye, Anita. So when am I going to use all these pretty items? Hey, that's a good question. I have stuff everywhere. So these ones now are going to get theirs box spot, and these are all $1 a piece since they're all since they're $1.99 for the pair. So, okay, what do I do with my Sharpie? Oh, it's between pages. So we'll put $1 on here. And actually we'll put $1 on 5 of these boxes because I've got 5 different colors. So frankly, they're all really close as far as color is concerned, if you ask me. But I'll go along with them. If they want to call it 5 colors, I'll call it 5 colors. Now this one is the 4281 that's in this box. So we'll pull the sticker off and fold it in half and drop it in here. So we've got 4281. We've got, is this the one I got 4 or 5 of? I got 5 of one of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like I got 5 of this one. So put them all in here. And then we'll go to the next color. This one is the one they called the, is this the deep rose? Yeah. Deep rose opal AB. So see, now this one has quite a few things in this thing. And the next one is 4283. This one is the deep peach. So 4283. Looks like I got 3 packages of this one. And now see, it's not that much of a different color if you ask me, but I'll take their word for it that it's different. See, but if we turn it over to the other side, which is what's making the color, they are slightly different, but not a lot, see? So let's see, this is you. Yep, this is this one. So we'll put you in here, give you your label. And put your buddies in here with you. Though I will say it's nice to have these in a box like this, because then when I go looking for something, I can just open the box up and go, oh yeah, that's the one I want. So now this one is definitely a different color, and it's really pretty. 4278. I got 5 of these because these are lavender, opal, and gold. And look at the difference. Now this one is a real different color. This one is a really deep purple. See how that, isn't that a beautiful purple shine on that one? And see that back is purple. So this one is our purple one here, 4278. This one is called lavender opal. And I got lots of those because they were so pretty. Now, I've got so many of these little bags because if I can't pull the label off like this, see how easy these pull off though? I can save the little bags for when I'm making projects and stuff, and then I have the little baggies, so that's really cool that these come off so simply. If they don't come off easy, then I'll actually cut the bag to get them like this one. But mainly because I want that label. I want to know if I can get the label, I want the label into the box so that I can identify what they are if I want to get some more. And a lot of times the label will help me tell where I got them from too, because sometimes, like these are all Beadbox bargains. I think this one is too, even though I did have to cut the label off because they used a different style of label. But they, like Auntie's Beads says Auntie's Beads right across the top of it, that kind of stuff. So then this one is 4282, and this one is the light peach, it says. And the light peach is a slightly different color. See how it's got peach on the back, and see it's definitely a peachy color here. But these, I thought, I fell in love with these when I saw them. I thought, it doesn't have to be just for Valentine's Day. And these would be pretty in like earrings or a simple pendant, or even a more difficult pendant if you wanted to put them. And you could even hang them below a different pendant or a connector or something for it to make your pendant. So I think they're really, really pretty. And lastly, we have 4280, which is the light rose opal. And this one, again, is pretty different colored. These two are really similar, but the lavender, and look at the pink. This is really pink. So this is our pink one. It calls it light rose, but it's really a really pretty pink. Sort of a hot pink. And hot pink is one of my favorite pinks. Oop. Drop a bag. So I loved these hearts. I think they are just gorgeous. And when I saw them, I thought, oh man, I can make all kinds of things with those hearts. I can use them for necklaces. I can use them for earrings. We could even put them as a dangle on the end of a bracelet. If we were like making a button bracelet, we could hook them onto the ring. So they'd be really pretty. So I fell in love with those, obviously, because I got lots and lots of them. And that's the whole first page. Next is gemstones. And I'm just going to pull the gemstones out. So gemstones number 1 is 5691. That's this one. And it is 8mm turquoise magnesite faceted rounds. Now I've been making a lot of turquoise stuff lately, so I decided I needed some more turquoisey beads. So there is our turquoise magnesite. These were $7.99, probably one of my most expensive things I bought in this group. Nope, there's a $9.99 one there, but that one's because it's Hubai turquoise. It's these little guys over here. But there is the magnesite, turquoise magnesite. Next is a 8mm dyed round beads in agate beads in brown. That's these guys. I think these are really pretty. All colors of brown. This one's almost gray to a creamy brown here. I love the stripes. This one's almost orange. But so pretty agate. Next is 6341 faceted lavender amethyst, 3 to 3.5 millimeters. These are tiny. We use these in, I think we might have used these in Brandy's necklace. Lavender amethyst, such a pretty, really pale purple, almost pink. I think they're so pretty. Those were regular $3.49 for that strand. Then the next thing is the lepidolite Heishi beads, 4x2. These were $5.99, and I thought they were pretty. Lepidolite's another really pretty purple color. And we did use round lepidolite on Randy and Jefferson's pieces, which hopefully she got today. I was hoping they'd come before Jefferson had to go home, but they didn't. Next is the Hubai or Hubai. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that. Hubai. Turquoise, light blue and white faceted rounds in 4mm. So that's those guys. Regular $9.99. Stay. And then this last gemstone is white moonstone, which is microfaceted in a 4x2 millimeter rondelle. Oh, those are, ooh, there's some flash. Some of these are cut a little weird. It's like they missed the drill hole place on this one. See how it looks more like a coin almost because it's drilled sideways. But they are a pretty little bead. And boy, do they have wrong strings. Hello, strings. Where's my scissors? These long strings irk me because they just get in the way. Say bye. Go into the trash bag. So there's that. That's, I think, all our gemstones. Then we have a couple of glass and a couple of pendants here. Oh my, oh, we're over the hour. Oh, well, we're going to keep going. Hubei. Okay. Bye, Susan. Do I Venmo or Zelle? No, I don't. Sorry. You know, you could just, well, I was going to say you could just do a super chat, but they'll take part of it, but then they will on anything. I have, the only thing I have as far as Cash App stuff is concerned is PayPal, and I'd have to invoice you for that because it won't let you just send it over. That's so sweet, you guys. I appreciate that. But yeah, my PayPal is one of those, is a business PayPal, so it only lets me spend money. Or if somebody wants to pay me, you have to have an invoice to pay me. So I just say, give me a super chat. You know, I mean, I know they'll take part of it, but heck, they take part of anything. PayPal does, everybody does. So yeah, I would seriously appreciate it. You'll send me a check. That works too. But that is so sweet, guys. I mean, it's not necessary. I really appreciate it. But it's not necessary. But thank you very much. So let's see. Next we have glass. You know what? I'm going to dump out this bunch because my pile beside me is getting really big. So we're going to put these back in the bag. And we will have, and one of them's on the floor. What else is new, right? I'm always dropping something on the floor. But I think we're going to have to use those hearts in one of our next videos because, heck, they're so pretty. Now, don't run over whatever you dropped on the floor, Rose. That's all I got to say. So, next thing it says is glass stars. That's this guy. And then this is my other glass. I already know that, so I might as well just have them right here. This is little glass stars. There's crystal with gold shimmer. And I figure, to me, a star is either white or goldish colored. So there's what I got, some little gold ones for more. So I have some more stars. I already have white. These were $1.39. And the next thing is these beautiful Hawaiian flower beads in crystal AB. Look how pretty on those. Aren't they pretty? You know, I love these flower beads. I have a whole bunch of flower beads. I don't use them very often. I should, because They're pretty. Another one of those things I sort of hoard because I really like the flower beads. So those were $2.29 for, I think there's 10 in here. Yeah, 10. Now we're down to our pendants. Let's see, spacers. Pendant, there's one pendant. There's two pendant. And I think I have 3 pendants and the rest of them are spacers. So pendant number 1 is a cross like I used in the video I did with the last turquoise video I did. This is another one of those crosses. This is where I got this bead, or this pendant, I should say. So it's imitation faux, and it's pretty. Come on, where are you at? Because I'm seeing other things. That's not what I'm working on here. Oh, there it is. Synthetic turquoise, they said, man-made. So oh, you know what? I just noticed something. Check. There's a bead hole right here. So this was originally a bead that they formed this cross pendant around. But it's pretty, and I really liked the necklace I made with it the other day, so we had to have another one. Next is a one-piece blue-white agate cylinder bead. Here's this guy. Now this is the same. He was $2.79. Now this is the same one as, it's not the same obviously because they look entirely different, but it's the same pendant because they're all going to be different. They're agates, but it's the same one as this one we used in our bracelet the other day. It's a little bit bigger. So I thought it was exactly the same, but it's a little bit bigger, but it's really pretty. And it's got a big hole too, so it may have to go into another leather bracelet. So, or maybe we'll put it in a leather necklace. So it is a really pretty pendant. So that one is $2.79 for that beautiful big agate bead there. And the last of my pendants is a gold-plated brass and cubic zirconia filigree style quatrefoil. So there's 2 of those. Isn't that pretty? These are going to probably become earrings. And since they're more of a charm, in my opinion, than a pendant, we'll put them in the charm box. So at $3.59 a piece, that's $1.50, $1.80. $1.80 each. Oops, don't knock things over. You did. So we'll put those in our box and mark them as $1.80. And put our sticker in. Now it's funny how much these cost as compared to like our little hearts, $1 a piece, and these are $1.80 a piece, but they are very, very pretty. But I'm sure it's because of all the delicate wire work inside the middle of these. So they're pretty. Well, our box is almost full, but that's all right. We're now at our spacers, which will go into an entirely different box. So they won't be in a box at all. Okay, so the first one is 10 grams of daisy spacers, antique silver. Did I have antique silver daisy spacers? I guess I did. I see gold ones. There they are. This one, I think. Yep. Now, I marked on the box that there's 50 in here, and it cost me $1.29. Now, I did that because they tell you here on the slip, see, about 50 pieces in a 10-gram bag. So that's what I'm going to set my price at. And there's the regular daisy spacers. This one is one I call medium size. So put them back in the bag. But this way, when I go to price, put the price on the tube, I can say, oh, these are 3 cents each because there's 50 in this bag and they cost me $1.29. So the closest you're going to get to that is 3 cents a piece. So, and I haven't been paying attention to you ladies, have I? Is that what it's called? Beating aerobics when you drop something, you have to pick it up. I'll send it to you, Mary. I'll send my address to you. Jenny, that's good. I like that. The cleaning lady will get it. Well, the cleaning lady is sometimes me, but more often than not, it's my husband because, well, I hate to clean and he doesn't mind it. So the next is 1342. I think that's these. Yes. Now, I didn't put 30 pieces on here, and I should because I like to do that, and I'm not sure this isn't a new one. But if you look on your invoice when you get your spacers, and it'll say it's a 10-gram bag, but it generally says right behind it, about 30 pieces of 6x3mm corrugated rondelle spacer beads in antique bronze, regular price $1.09. So there's those babies. Beautiful spacers. And the next one, Lily's on the table. Her mom is talking to her about it. So this is this one. This is one of my favorites. I love this. This is $1.29 for 20 of these. But I really like this spacer, even if you don't really see it. But sometimes I take these and when I'm making an extender chain and I want a pretty on the bottom, I'll put these sideways hanging off my extender chain. And they make a really nice pretty for your extender chains. So that's $13.99. $15.10 is this one. Corrugated spacer beads, 5x4, 30 pieces. Regular price $1.19. So that's these guys, which I tend to call melon spacers because they look like a little melon bead. And a lot of these type of spacers I already have, but I use so many spacers that I tend to buy them. Next one says there's 2 packages of this one, and yeah, fairly positive that's this one. $15.49. Yeah, $15.48 I should say. These are $1.29 for 4 of them, and I used these in one of our necklaces. I think, was it the feather necklace that I used these in? I liked these, so I had to get some more, but they're really cool. They're very large for spacer, but they work. We'll probably put the spacers, check to see if I have the spacers in my tubes already, and put those away later. Next is 10 grams, about 60 pieces. Excuse me. 5x2mm rondelle spacer bead in antique silver. That's this guy. This is almost like a washer spacer, but it's too rounded. So, but they're one of my favorites also. I really like these kind. $16.39. We only have a few left. This is this one. This is the 4mm corrugated round spacer bead in antique silver, about 50 pieces. They're $1.09. So, again, like a melon bead. These ones are a little smaller than the other ones were. Next is 1659, a 5 by 3 millimeter corrugated rondelle spacer bead. These are like a melon bead, but they've been squished. So I think these ones are really cool. I like those. 2 more. Corrugated lantern bead in gold. Now, see, these are almost the same shape. They're a little bigger, obviously, but they call them a lantern. These ones a lantern bead, and I imagine it's because of the little band across the top and the bottom, sort of like a Chinese lantern has. So I'm sure that's why they call them lantern beads. These were $1.29. And last but not least, 1737, 50 pieces of 6 millimeter classic dotted rondelle daisy spacers in antique gold. Same size as the antique silver we started with, but they're gold ones. And they are $1.39 for approximately 50. So that's the last of my order. Lots of fun stuff in there that I think we can have lots of fun with. Of course, the last thing here is a Valentine's treat bag. It's cute. It says 5 surprise items for beating, not eating. But this order, after a $38.40 discount, was $89.28. So there we go. There's my big order from Beadbox Bargains. And so that's really, really cool. I love my stuff from Beadbox Bargains. I'm going to turn up. I just got notice today that they've renewed my subscription for my bargain bead box, so we're going to have that one, a new one of those coming pretty soon. And I just got mine Saturday. But boy, is what it is. Lots of fun things to play with, BK. I agree. That's why I do that. Yeah, I like both of those agates too. What did I drop on the floor, by the way? I dropped something earlier. Where'd it go? Let's see. Oh, it's 2 somethings, not just one. Well, one of them was one of the empty bags. Oh, they're pretty little flowers. We don't want to lose those. Better put them back in the bag. And I did say not to run over whatever it was with my chair, and I wouldn't have wanted to run over those. Would have mangled them. But oh, you saw my necklaces. Yeah, there's a lot of necklaces hanging there. I need to price them and either put them in my Etsy shop or in my craft stuff. There's some more over here on the other side, and there's bracelets hanging over there too, and earrings hanging over here. So you still haven't got your this last month's what is it called? Floral Fantasy. Yeah, I just got mine on Saturday. It took a freaking weird turn. Because of well, I live in Columbia Falls, Montana. Right down the road where most of our big shopping centers and things are at, where the Michaels and the Hobby Lobby and the Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Walmart, all those, is in Kalispell, which is about probably 14 or 15 miles down the road from us. Not very far. But it is not a post office distribution center. Used to be, but then in the post office, in their infinite wisdom, decided to switch our destination center to Missoula or Spokane, Washington. Missoula's closer, about 2.5 hours from us. But Spokane is more like 5 hours from us. But because Kalispell is not a destination or a distribution center anymore, if something comes to Kalispell, they'll send it back to Missoula or Spokane. And that's what happened with my bargain bead box, because for some reason, the original destination center sent it to Kalispell instead of Columbia Falls. Who knows why? But then because it went to Kalispell instead of Columbia Falls, they turned it back around and sent it back to Missoula, and then it had to come back up here. So it took an extra 4 days, which is ridiculous because I can get to Missoula and back in 1 day. But whatever. So anyway, it was good having you all here. We're almost at an hour and a half, but this was a big package of goodies. I'm not sure what I want to make next. I've been debating another turquoise necklace. I've got the turquoise I just got here, the new little pendant, the cross pendant like we used before. I've got, we've got another necklace here that I've used one of my Beadbox Bargains pendants on that was turquoise. Let's see if I can get it up so you can see it. This one. When we made this necklace, oh, come on, get over here. Round. So I've got a couple more of these style. Whoa. Drop it, break it. Nah, it's fine. And so yeah, PK, that's a good question. Are they still here in Kalispell? Or did your panels make it safe and sound back home to you? So anyway, we nicely put away some stuff. So I got some stuff put away while we were talking, as well as I showed you my order. I only have one slot left in this box. We're going to have to start working on another one. And but like I said, if I wanted to switch them, I could switch most of these charm things to the little boxes that came, which are not really helpful to me. Well, unless I did decide to switch the charms that I only have a few of to the little boxes, which I could do. And then I could use these boxes for beads, which I have tons of beads everywhere. And these would actually make a good box for beads. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about by the little boxes that came that were not really what I wanted. Hey, baby girl. So these are the blue ones are the ones I got from Temu. And these ones with the pink are the ones I got from Amazon. See, they're much smaller. In fact, let's This is the ones that we were just putting stuff in. This is these. Much, much smaller. So, like I said, a lot of these charms, there's only one or two in here, so I could switch them over to these little boxes. I've been trying to decide what I want to do. And then, but with the, like the hearts, they need the bigger box because I got so many of them. But most of them I only have like 3 or 4. So I could take my ones that have just a few and put them in these little ones, and then I could use my bigger boxes for beads if I wanted to do that. I need more shelves in your office. Yeah, I could use more shelves in my office too. Hey, Janice. Sorry you missed us. We were just looking at my last order from Beadbox Bargains, so anyway, I have to make up my mind whether I want to do that or not. I think it would be probably might be a better thing to do. When I have lots of charms, like sometimes, you know, I'll get a package of them from a company that has like quite a few charms in one order. Or when I get lots of them because I really like them and they're a decent price, like the hearts. I won't want to put those in those little boxes, but you know, these other smaller things that are in here, or in this one, which there's only 1 or 2 things in each one of these slots. These could all go in the smaller boxes, and then I could switch these over to beads. Since I can't find the boxes I usually use for beads. But frankly, those are great. They stack really nicely, obviously, so they'd much better than just having bunches of beads piled everywhere, which is what I have right now. So I do need to do something. But yeah, mine is the same way, Kimberly. I have stuff everywhere. So anyway, ladies, we've been on for an hour and a half, so I think it's time to call it a day. I do need to record something for tomorrow since Randy's gonna try and come on tomorrow. So I'm gonna think of something to make and do a video so I have something for you ladies tomorrow on my my regular 10 o'clock showing. And I will I will be on Thursday, and Randy's spot again on Thursday. Then I'll have the members live at on Thursday afternoon. And then Randy's going to give a try for Friday again. So I'll have a recorded video for Friday. No, Friday is my other live day. So I'll be on live at 10 on Friday, unless Randy decides after doing Wednesday that it was a bit much and she doesn't want to continue on doing it on Friday. So that's how things are going. So anyway, recorded video for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then we will have live on Thursday morning and on for the coffee talk time. And then for members, we'll have the live in the afternoon. And Friday, we'll have a live in the morning or at my 10 o'clock time because Randy should be back. So lots of stuff going on. So anyway, we'll see y'all later. Mary, I will send you that. I will message you the address, and I seriously appreciate you ladies. Thank you very much. So we'll see y'all later. This has been Rose for In Rose's Garden, substituting for Randy Brown of Thunder Horse Descendant. and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.